Hello guys. Today I'm going to talk about, and here as I have a Nintendo Switch. This one is OLED. I know as OLED. This version is more bigger as well. I know the Nintendo Switch is becoming the most third best-selling game console ever. Like a second is Nintendo DS, and the one of best, the first is the PlayStation 2. It has sold a lot. But going ahead, it is well be Nintendo is the most greatest game company. It's all time is as a most first party game company. And we are waiting for to talk about. But as soon of Nintendo Switch 2 will coming soon in a 2025, maybe in this April the 2nd or some days later, but the console is not finished yet or make other games yet. Then they make a game will be the completed console, maybe selling at a challenge to these others as well, but it pairs of the Xbox Series XS and the PlayStation 5. But as soon of Sony will make a PS6 and Microsoft will make Xbox Prime. Well, I don't know that this is going on like the gaming of the future, but the year 2025 can be more different than a 2024. I know that it's another new serious year ever. But we all know Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be going to be as a great console. It compares of new games, new graphics. It's whatever it's going to be. I know why Nintendo Switch 2 is become more powerful than the PS4, not the PS5 or this version of a 9 gen. It's just that I know Switch graphic. It looks like more like a 7 gen console maybe. Is that supposed to be look like a PS3 360 or is that annoying that the PS2 original Xbox a GameCube game? Okay. If you want that I'm going to talk about, I know what I'm going to talk about. What if a bad one? What if Nintendo become the third-party game company? Are we going to talk about this? Yes, we are do this. Console wars is still that starts in the mid 1980s. The battle between these companies or whatever will challenge each other over this time of all platform for every company as well. Sega is one of Japanese game company, once a studio who makes Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and Enix they make some Fantasy Stars and other else franchise as well. Included it is a make on consoles and other game franchises or others as well. Sega Dreamcast was released in 1999, and one of this powerful game console that is Sega is one of the created of this challenge of this console war, the rival of a PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64 once a Saturn. And then one time and after it discontinued in 2001 or 2 because the Sega turned a third-party company that is a problem. They not make games for this console. They are making other rival platforms as well. In the mid 2000s and now time, there are only these three video game company rivals that those are challenging in the console war. It is between the Nintendo, the red, and PlayStation, the blue, and Xbox, the green. However, between these companies, ever the challenge between the selling or make a game franchise the populations as well. In year 2024, once Microsoft planned to make these games for the they serve to be third party, such as games are Grounded, Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, and Sea of the Thieves that are released on the PlayStation and Nintendo. I know that this is the most shocking reason, or others Xbox games are coming to these rival platforms as well. Here is the happening of PlayStation's got the one former third-party game. It is called Lego Horizon Adventures, released on the Nintendo Switch. Mostly the PlayStation fans to be shocked. But once it's like MLB games, it'll be turned as a third-party franchise for this rival console. However, this game, LEGO Horizon Adventures will also release on the Xbox Series X and S. I know it is can be maybe a little bit shocking, or other PlayStation games can become as a third parties as well. Rumors about the Helldivers 2 on the Xbox Series X and S, or even it will be on Switch as maybe, but it was only available on the PlayStation 5 and PC. But mostly the rumors of this game that they have not ever finished yet. The most companies are learning these rival consoles. It could be tough, but waste a long time perhaps that make game consoles can be more expensive than make games as well. Well, Nintendo, it is a Japanese company who wants to make a trading cards during 1889. Or once after the making video game console and gaming is created in during 70s and or 1980s started. Once they make games that are first parties and all of these franchises such as Super Mario Bros., Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Yoshi's Island, Kirby Adventures, Star Fox, Pokemon, F-Zero, and Earthbound, or other else such games like Mario Party, Mario Kart, and Super Smash Bros. Are the most iconic game company, and did everything to make us all time make a family and all of these entire games of all time. Here a Nintendo Switch 2 will release in 2025, or what day will be. But perhaps the console is not maybe not released. Maybe it looks finished, but they are not complete finished yet. But here are some games will coming soon. On my mind be that happening is you talk about it the console will release and several of the first party games. But here are one thing that you all know, it will be the last Pacifical copied game. But what if that what happening if the Nintendo losing of many money of their consoles or other games, what is all Nintendo turn? Of course, a third-party game company as well. The other Nintendo fans cannot be shocking at the worst happening if there is no more Nintendo games are coming for this more exclusive at this time. If this can be people be satisfied or be in highly ever confused amongst his own eyes that everything that does it. Others feel sad, or maybe the other Nintendo fans could cry for losing of the company do not make any console anymore, or eating other games. It cannot make everyone's hurting his own heart of sadness, and the feeling amongst of fans can be shocked of this company as a problem of between the sell more first party or other consoles as well. Or others, it can to someone of Nintendo fans cannot get angry or furious at what is going on to someone who betray his own heart if there are some games are no longer be first party, if that a company of a console could be or probably expensive, or eating other games can be a problem of waste of money, of a problem of fans can it be a fight for our hearts of it between as saving or take revenge as one's own hands. What if Nintendo could put on those games for these rival consoles and those that are Xbox and PlayStation? I wanted it could be that if they do that, it can be maybe to think about a great idea maybe between all these graphics and eating a test of a gameplay of this. If you needed to log on in a Nintendo account, if you link on to these local of these rival company as well. Or they can also make some Nintendo games will come into release on the PC as well. The others are Windows, or others will release on like Apple Mac as well. That it could be other computers, or others are Linux computers as well. Well, and also those Nintendo games will also release on these digital games, so that those of the like apps are Steam and Epic Games Store. Those could be if the between these others PC rivals of these are between Steam by Valve and Epic Games Store by Epic as well. If you don't know that happening, well, Nintendo, no more first-party games. And evening, no more consoles. If what happening, if Nintendo shut down, there'll be no more hope, no more happiness amongst the fans. Yeah, that it can be worst. If what's going on, as Nintendo fan myself, if what happening, if Nintendo dies, there will be no fun and no more family games. If Nintendo do that, I can. I swear to God, I cannot just say profanity. If you don't know as to be a Nintendo fan, you don't know it's a sins like it as on heart. You don't know that I will not offend you. As to be a Nintendo fan myself or others else, if what happening if Nintendo turn third party or company dies, I can freaking commit a suicide. Your mind be you don't know, listen up. Whatever that is cannot be, if that it can happening, listen up, but it is something that If Nintendo go on and it could keep fighting, and a fight between these company or other rivals, it could be. However, I am nowhere to tell. You don't know whatever. If it could happening, it have a right.